So I'm getting all my hormones tested. I think all your blood work, I think it's all what you're deficient in, like mineral, zinc, blah, 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 everything
It's
like
cool
that.
to see what type of vitamins you need to be taking.
Yeah, that's one other reason I want to do it.
The only one that was ever used on me was when this girl I met at a conference looked at my hotel door, and just said quietly, "Should we?" ?
Ooh, I like that.
Good. Oh yeah, so it's like, here you go. When you guys, if you ever feel like saying, "Oh, I've been listening to this podcast that I really like," which we would love if you guys did, and then you show a friend, you can show them this episode because it's the first one. This is now the new first one.
Yeah.
So then they can start from here, and then if they feel like it, they can go back and listen to the other ones. But we recommend starting from here.
Yeah, that was pre-season. This is when we're peaking.
Yeah, this is season 1. All right.
So, up until 6 months ago or whatever, I haven't been able to conceptualize what life is actually like. I was conforming to society's like perception of what you're meant to do, like working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you're tired after work, not having enough time to work on yourself as a person, your body, your fitness, the things that actually matter. And we're back. Oh my God, it's exciting, eh?
Bro, this is sick, eh?
It's been a minute, guys, since you've heard our voices.
Yeah, it feels good to actually be recording, eh?
And it feels a little bit different for us as well because, big news.
What's big news?
This is big news. We've got a new fucking setup.
Oh, yeah. This is a new setup. People watching will see that it's new, but people listening will not see that it's new, but we did tell everyone.
For the past 2 weeks, big props to my co-host next to me, Mr. Jake Craig. He's been pulled something out of his pocket. All his chippy tools are out, the hammers, the fucking who knows what else he's been doing.
Been slaving away.
So go check out the Instagram, the YouTube, the TikTok, because there's a new setup, and man, I want to know what everyone thinks.
I know, same here. I mean, I like it.
I think it's
pretty sick.
I think it's pretty good. It's pretty, I would say, simple and
but effective.
If 2 guys had to design a podcast, I think this is what you would think.
But I feel like you don't want much going on.
Nah.
We might put a couple of other things behind us, but I think it's nice to be simple because it's like people watching it at least. We need to be the center of attention.
And what we're saying is it was actually important, not what's around us.
Yes. It's our voices everyone wants to hear. I think I'm just a bit of an attention whore, to be honest with you. But so
it feels really proper compared to our last one because we're real chilled and relaxed in like reclining chairs.
We were sitting in lounges in the last one, and now we're all sat up on tables, and Ottie's got his computer out.
Mate,
we feel like I don't know. I kind of feel like a podcaster now.
Yeah, so do I.
You gotta like. It's like fake it till you make it.
Exactly.
We just got to say we're podcasters and we'll be podcasters.
I reckon that's how life works. Just fake it till you make it and eventually something happens.
Fucking oath. I agree.
But with the updated potty, the quality's getting fucking better.
Yeah.
Hopefully the audio's going to be sounding better. New songs, better quality video, lighting. Everything's getting better. As well, hopefully on Spotify, fingers crossed, I can figure out how to get video on there.
Oh, yeah, because we have an option, don't we?
If not, I'll leave it with me. But... Other than that, Jake, it's been 2 weeks. What's been happening?
Over this past 2 weeks, I've been doing this and just kind of, getting back in the swing of life, I guess, because it's the start of the new year. And I just started going back to work and then doing this and kind of chilling. How about you?
Yeah, pretty much the same, eh? New year, new me.
Fuck yeah.
Not really. I haven't really started my New Year's resolutions yet. It's been, what date is it? Like the 15th, 16th
no,
or something?
it's like the 20th.
Oh, shit.
20 days in.
I'm a little bit behind,
What were your New Year's resolutions again?
Just make money, have this potty be successful.
All right.
And
okay, well, it's hard to really do that. It's start of the year. That's kind of like a build-up type thing. So
I've been waiting 2 weeks and just be content with myself a bit more.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm trying to remember what mine were. I think mine was something about I wanted to gain like a bunch of weight but not get fat. But that's a long one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking short term. I came up with another one yesterday, and that was I want to read 12 books this year.
You're telling me.
And I started last night. Oh yeah, but also another thing is every night at 9 o'clock, I want my phone to be in a separate room, and I don't get to touch it for the rest of the night.
I think everyone listening, Jake has this thing where he likes to tell me what he's doing to like. I think is it to hold you accountable?
It's to hold me because I can't just not tell someone.
Like we're sitting on the couch, not talking, and he goes, "Oddie, I think I'm going to be reading 12 books this year." I'm just like, Fuck yeah, man. That is sick.
Actually, no. What he actually said was, I don't remember asking, which was really mean. Very mean. But I feel like I need to be held accountable. So if you see me on my phone after 9, you're going to be like, what are you doing? And then I'll feel bad about myself.
Yeah.
You know? I actually have a couple of things. I don't think I said it because we talked about New Year's resolutions in an episode before we left, didn't we? Yeah. But another one I want to do is I want to wake up every morning and have a cold shower, which I've done so far.
I do that anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe we need to get an ice bath because it's harder.
Yeah, I know. Well, one thing I am going to be doing, hopefully if I say it on here, I'm actually going to do it. I want to start 75 hard.
Yeah.
After I'm going to get all my testing done.
That's right.
There's things coming in the potty that and I'm going to see if everything's all G, and I want to get one before and after 75 hard as well.
Okay.
And see all my like hormones and all my minerals and stuff in my body, how it's going, and see what it does to me, and also cut me up and shit.
I wonder if it'd even change anything. The only thing I can think of it changing is your testosterone if you are eating in like a fuck off deficit. I'm
not going to go fuck off deficit, but I might go lower. But I still want to just see if everything's all G, because I do want to have decent testosterone if I'm trying to build muscle.
Yeah, well, and you also want to find out young. Like, why wait to find out?
Yeah,
it's such a waste of time.
Just for reference, I'm going to go see what would you call it? It's just a doctor, but
it's called Invitation to Health. Yeah, and it's around where we are, and it's a private thing where, because I had like a phone doctor appointment to get a prescription renewed, and then I was saying to him, just out of curiosity, I'd like to get all this stuff tested. And he's told me before that they can only get it done for free through the government if I go in and I talk about symptoms I'm having, and then he thinks I need the test. And I think you could go in and I was talking to Jack about it. I was thinking you could go in and over a couple months maybe get it, but go in and then say like, oh man, I just I'm feeling so tired lately. I've been going to the gym. I can't be like I'm just not feeling good or whatever, and then they might prescribe you something, and then just don't take it, and then go back and be like, oh, it's not working. Like I have no sex drive, my libido's not existent. I have a girlfriend, and then he's gonna be like, oh, okay, look, maybe it's your testosterone. And then just be like, look, man, I'm open to getting tested, and then he goes, and I was like, that's a free way to get it done. But if you want it done now, you got to pay in Australia, which sucks. You probably have to pay.
I'm still just gonna. It's not even bulk bill. You're gonna have to pay for 3 appointments anyway. So that'd be.
You're not bulk billed anymore.
So it's go $300 anyway if you go to 3 things. So I might as well just pay from the start. So I'm getting all my hormones tested. I think all your blood work, I think it's all what you're deficient in, like minerals, zinc, blah blah blah. Everything
it's cool to see what type of vitamins you need to be taking.
That's one other reason I want to do it. But I'm going to be doing that and then jumping in the 75 hard, which if you don't know, it's just like, I think it's as equally good for your body as it is good for your mental health.
I think it's all about habit, that thing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be hard. And what I'm going to be doing is hopefully ice bath every morning, 2 exercises, 45 minutes each, inside, outside. Stick to my diet, which is going to be a slight calorie deficit. And then going to read 10 pages a day, which is like easy, but for me, that's probably going to be the hardest thing.
Yeah, fuck.
Like the physical thing, I should be G. The ice bath's going to be tough in the morning, but I'm going to do it. I've got everything ready. I just I got the ice bath, the
you've got
chest
the freezer, and then you have a bin.
And I'm saying it now, so I'm going to hold myself accountable like you do with me.
When do you want to start?
After these tests, I think.
After you get the tests.
Yeah, okay. And I want to see all that shit.
Which is like early Feb.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And so, but after you get the results back, obviously.
Yep. So it might be mid-Feb or whatever, how long that takes.
The thing that I like about the 75 hard thing is really good. Like, you probably don't actually need it.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really good for people that struggle to... So, not to be a dick, but like our friend Ben, I don't know if he's, but he would benefit from it heaps.
Yes.
Because I think what it does is, if you hold yourself accountable, it takes a certain amount of days to build a habit.
Yeah.
And it's more about building like a proper habit, and then I think like mental health and stuff. And then after the 75 days is over, you probably just feel like going to the gym anyway and feel like eating healthy. Because if you start eating shit again, then you'll feel like shit. I think whoever invented it, it's probably pretty smart.
I think, maybe my New Year's resolution should be just, I think 75 days hard is going to be my way of doing it. It's just creating good habits, like reading a book and like you're getting off your phone and shit like that. But
the first book I'm reading is called Atomic Habits.
Oh, really?
That's the one I started yesterday. And look, I don't mind a self-development book, but I feel like once you've read one, you've kind of read them all. They're all pretty similar.
I guess.
Best one I recommend is The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. He has 2.
I've read that. That is good.
If you read both of his, I think you're doing pretty good. But I think the one I'm reading falls under self-development. But it's been interesting so far.
They're the only ones I like. Like I can't read like non-fiction and shit.
I don't like fiction books. I like non-fiction, but I don't know about the self-development because I feel like they're all the same. I really like reading something when I learn something. It's like I've read a book about the brain, or I've read one about Auschwitz, and the Happiest Man Alive's good, or Tuesdays with Laurie, that was sick.
Yeah,
like
Maury.
I feel like Tuesdays with Maury, sorry.
Yeah.
But they just like, some of them just help make you appreciate life more.
Funny you say that, because jumping back to what we're talking about, potty, I think what we want to do on this potty is firstly make you laugh.
Yeah.
Make the 45 minutes, an hour, however long we're talking for, go like that.
Yeah. Yep.
But also, I want to take something away from it. Like, you learn something, or you think in a different way that you weren't thinking before you started this potty.
Yeah. You know what I was thinking about the other day was, because I was thinking about doing this book thing, and I was thinking, I really like books where I learn something. And I was thinking, I also thinking about it, I really have only been lately, I do like a funny podcast, but lately I've only been listening to podcasts where I learn something.
Exactly. Like
a lot of Andrew Huberman, or the stuff that people that Joe Rogan get on.
Yeah.
So I was thinking maybe a lot of people are like that. So if we can be a good in between where we do some funny shit, so people are like having a giggle with us, but then also I'd love to be able to teach people shit.
Exactly. And I think that's kind of our personalities. Like we talk a lot of shit, we have a lot of laughs, but at the end of the day, we're trying to better ourselves and learn life, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I reckon that's what this potty is, if this is your first time listening.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want to jump into it? Actually jump into it?
Okay, ready? Guys, we're going to do... Okay, we have this thing we're going to do. Okay, so say that again.
Let's actually jump into it.
You guys are listening to Relatables.
Season 1.
Episode 1. All right, so as... look. This is a fresh start for us, but we're still going to keep it kind of how we've had it. So a lot of the people that are listening and are coming over to our season 1, like the people that have listened to all the other episodes, they like those episodes. So we're going to keep it pretty similar. And look, we want to, just talking about before, we want to have people maybe laugh, maybe learn something. This one might fall into both categories.
What are you going to kick us off with,
So I'm going to kick us off with, I've got 10 different, or it's like, I think I have like 9 or 10 different ways where a man has been picked up by a woman. So what works for women, basically, and then also what works for men.
Like pickup lines.
So yeah, so it's like pickup lines or something they did that made them get the woman or made the woman get the man. So I'll start off with...
So it's going to help us out. Help 2 single lads out, eh?
Yeah, look, so all you single people out there, look, me and Ottie are single, and we know there's probably a lot of people out there that are single. We're all young. We all like to say we enjoy being single, but look, we're all lonely. We really are kind of lonely. So let's
change that.
Let's change that. We'll go, okay, so we've got men. What are the best pickup lines that a woman has used on you?
Mm-hmm.
And the first one is, if you were a pirate, would you put your parrot on this shoulder, touches my shoulder closest to her, or this shoulder and puts her arm around me and touches the other shoulder?
Ooh, so she did that.
Yeah, she did that.
That is ballsy.
I know. So what's like, you know how it's like when you're the old in like an old movie when they get in the car and he like goes to lock the door and then he keeps his arm around it. It's like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's with that one, Jake. It's only working if she's attractive. True. If this
true.
not so good looking female came up to me and tapped me on the shoulder, said, what did she say?
She said, if you were a pirate, would you put the parrot on this shoulder, and then she goes all the way around, or this shoulder?
Yeah,
and then
I'm only playing with it if she's hot. If I don't find her attractive, that shit's fucking creepy and not working.
Don't touch me.
Oh, like, bitch. Are you okay?
Not all about looks, Ottie.
It is, and if that's her pickup, if
it's not all about
you have to have an initial attraction, and everyone's lying to himself if they don't think that.
Oh man, I feel like a guy could use that on a girl too.
Nah, you don't want to touch them just like straight up.
Wait, yeah, girls don't want to be touched.
Nah.
I wouldn't go up and touch a girl.
Nah, you wouldn't just put your hand on her shoulder.
I'd probably do it to a girl that I'm friends with because it's like...
You could take the piss with that one.
You could take the piss with that
I would probably rate that one out of 10 like a 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, that's rough.
Yeah, nah.
All right. I was at the gym and this girl approached me and asked if I could help her attach a bar to a piece of equipment that she could barely reach. She said, "Hey, can you do me a favor and help me with this bar?" And then ask me for my number. And then the guy, and he said it worked.
Smooth.
I think that's pretty smooth, but also, is that creative?
Not really. I've been asked to help before just on the basis of being tall, though. Not on the basis of trying to pay up a pickup line.
But thinking about it as well, if you're an attractive girl, you're not going to fail.
Especially in the gym.
Like, okay, I feel like it's not hard to know if you're an attractive girl, okay? And then if someone came up to me and if she was pretty confident she was attractive, I'm probably going to think she's attractive. So she comes up, asks me, and she goes, "Oh, can you help me with this bar?" And then ask me for my number. I'd be like, "Oh, shit."
Of course.
Yeah. I'd probably stumble. I'd probably
I thought 946 just freak out, eh?
Oh man, I'd be fucking losing my mind.
It's not too creative, but it would work. It's on the basis of attractiveness again, though. Like, imagine like a.
But I think every pickup line's on the basis of attractiveness.
What if like a chick? So say the chick was like just started a 2023 resolution. She's a bit bigger. She wants to lose a couple of kegs. Okay. And she comes up to you, Jake, and goes, "Excuse me, can you please put that barbell up there for me?" And you do it. She's like, "Oh, thank you. By the way, can I please have your number?"
No. She said, "Can you do me a favor and help me with this bar?" And then ask me for my number. So she got him to ask her for the number.
Oh,
yeah. So it's like she's saying she wants it, but she's still getting him to ask for the number. So she's
still old school. Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a little bit better.
Okay, but think about it. Let's just say same situation, girl. I'm not going to say it's not good. Just a girl that you don't find attractive. Okay, because you don't have to.
Yeah.
So she comes up and she says, "Oh, hey, can you do me a favor? Help me with this bar, and then ask me for my number."
Yeah.
What are you saying? And you don't want it.
I would be too scared to say no.
Ooh.
If she just said and then ask me for my number, I'll be like, "Can I please have your number?" I'd write the number down, not save it, and then just leave.
You're an idiot. You go, "Oh, I'll help you with the bar. Look, but I'm sorry, I have a girlfriend."
Nah, but I don't.
What do you mean?
I don't want to tell her hot friends that I don't have a girlfriend.
How do you know she's got hot friends?
Behind every what's it called? What's DILF? No, what is it? It's chicks with
a duff.
A duff.
Yeah. Duff.
Behind every ugly fat chick, there's a group of hot chicks.
Oh man.
So you just fucked yourself over for everyone else.
All right, fair enough.
Fuck, I'm being a bit cutthroat this episode. Sorry.
Dude, I feel bad for any. There's probably a reason why girls don't come up to you. They'll probably look at you and think, "Oh, he's just going to deny me."
But also, the gym's not the right place to do it. I mean, I don't really want to like get either pick up a chick there or get picked up like on because I'm like there for a purpose, I guess.
Yeah, fair enough. Look, I've been told that I look very focused.
Yeah,
in there, like in the zone.
Yeah, you look.
I'm very approachable.
I hope not. I don't really want to be approached.
All right. I ignored a woman's approach, so she said, "Well, screw you then. We've been married for 23 years." Bro, women have it easy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That one is not creative at all.
No.
All right. The only one that was ever used on me was when this girl I met at a conference looked at my hotel door, and just said quietly, "Should we?" ?
Ooh, I like that.
Good. Bro.
I was shaking my boots, but
man. Someone commented saying, "So did you?" And he's like, "I mean, yeah."
Yeah. Imagine that, but.
Dude, I'm trying to think. Nothing like that's ever happened.
Would you be nervous? Like, she's like that bad. He just comes up and says, "Should we?" I'll be like,
I think what I would be nervous about is, okay, so obviously if you like are attracted to her and you want to do it, you would be like, yeah. And then it's like, I've always thought about this with Tinder too.
Yeah.
Like, so let's say that on Tinder you match with a girl and then you send a message and then it's like you both are keen to meet up. And so let's just say it's like, okay, let's just say you said Netflix and chill and they said yes. We both know what that means, okay? Yeah. Netflix and chill is not Netflix. It's sex. It's doing some sex, okay?
Teaching the people some things, Jake.
It's doing some sex.
Yeah.
And I've always wondered if it got to that point and then like it's when she knocks on your door and you open it, what do you do? Do you just grab her and like start making out with her? Or do you kind of go, "Oh, hey, how are you?" Like,
I've had this conversation with the boys before.
Like, what do you do?
It just be so awkward. And then you just say, I suppose you just talk, chat shit, put the movie on, and then be like, "All right, you want to get into it then?"
I mean,
because you're both there for a purpose, just to play with each other.
Yeah. Okay, it's like you got to get to the point where you chuck the movie on, and then it's like 5 minutes in, you're just like,
"This is a good movie." Like, then you do the old parrot thing.
Oh yeah, if you were a pirate, would you?
And then you're on.
Oh man!
But it'll just be awkward after like the initial conversation, first couple of minutes of kissing, whatever. Then it's good.
Okay,
I reckon.
Okay, that's good. And maybe
coming from two virgins.
Yeah, coming from two guys that have never done it. But I rate that one pretty high because it was ballsy. That's very ballsy.
I do like that too.
All right.
But I feel like I'd say I feel like I'd be caught off guard. Like, should we what?
Yeah. Imagine if you go, "What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about? Should we what?"
I'd probably take an L there.
Oh yeah, true. Same. Just from stuttering.
Yeah.
All right. Girl said to me, "I need to come. Can you help me?" It was very effective.
See,
that's.
Imagine if the roles were reversed.
See, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Or a guy comment saying, I tried this on a girl and it didn't work.
That's so... Oh, nah, that's creepy. That's kind of sus.
That is... If a girl said that to me, even if she was attractive, I would probably be like, nah.
Yeah, I've kind of like a bit of like fun, like romancy, like back and forth, not just...
I kind of like the chase.
Yeah, everyone does. But even like more than that, just like... I don't know, you just don't want someone who's just going to say that to you.
True.
Like you want like just like...
How many guys have you said that to?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Like, and also the way that it's reversed. Imagine if you or I went up to a girl and it's like...
Yeah.
I want to come. You want to help me? I'd be like...
They'd probably call the cops.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's just creepy.
That's fucked. All right. Girl said to me, are you going to keep looking at your phone or are you going to talk to me? Literally had no idea that she'd been checking me out at the bar. Oh, man. Fuck, if that happened to me, I feel like girls don't make it obvious that they're trying to, like, check you out. You know what I mean? I feel like Joanna, my older sister, said that she was saying, I don't know where she was at a bar or something, and she wanted this guy to come talk to her, and he didn't. And I said, oh, well, did you go talk to him? She was like, no, but I was like making eye contact with him. And I was like, send me a video of the eye contact you made with him, and it was literally nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, that is not smooth at all. That's not saying anything. No. You can't expect him to fucking come over after that.
It's hard to read, eh? It's hard to gauge. I feel like you should just like, if you do, I think it's just the simplest thing is just to start a conversation, and then like either, it'll come like make your intentions clear. Yeah. And then either way, just it's not on or it's on, and there's no like whatever. My eye contact wasn't obviously good enough.
All right, look, I think what we found out through that is that women have it easy.
Yeah. Is that all of them?
That's all the women ones.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
So I think the men ones might be a little bit more creative.
Okay. I do think that as well.
So I feel like men have to get more creative.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
And wait, should we tell the people the pickup line that you've used on Tinder? I've used it a couple of times. It's funny.
Yeah, it's good. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can. Yeah. Can I please borrow a pen?
Yeah. Okay. So you match with a girl, and the first thing you say is, "Can I please borrow a pen?"
And they normally say, yeah, why or why, what for, blah blah blah, and you say, I just want to use it to write your number down so I can text you what we're doing tonight.
Oh, see, that's smooth.
Yeah, and it's pretty actually weird. I've just worked a couple times, you know? Yeah, and fucking they always get a response and they say, "Damn, that was smooth." Funny, yeah, and it's like that's smooth. And if you sort of like know something or like you say the date, I want to text you like what time our ice cream date is or blah blah blah. And it's just smooth, you know?
Oh, yeah, you can get creative.
Yeah.
So it's like, as soon as they say why, it's like, oh, look, I just wanted to use it to write your number down so I can text you when we're going to get ice cream or when we're going to do this or this, So you get creative with it, guys. You know,
and if you normally gauge it from the pictures on there.
Yeah.
I haven't been on Tinder for a while, but, you know, I've retired, Jake. It's getting too many. No, I'm kidding.
It was too much. Too much. All right, we'll go to...
male ones.
So the question was, women, what's the best pickup line a man has used on you? All right. One time, while I was waiting tables, I passed a table with a teenager and his family. He tossed a packet of sugar onto the empty drink tray I was carrying and said, "You dropped your name tag." I giggled, blushed like a doofus, and he got a lot of high fives. Do you get that one?
Yeah, sugar.
He's calling her sugar.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
If you did that, sure, imagine if that worked.
Ballsy in your parents, though, in front of your parents.
In front of your family.
He's got balls. That's I rate it.
Oh, bro. This is a good one. Oh, yeah, I like this one.
That's also, if it doesn't work, that's still funny.
Okay, true, yeah. So that's actually a pretty good one.
Yeah, like you're not just going to be like, fucking make me come.
But also, it's a good way to break the ice.
Exactly.
You think so? So you do it, and all she does is giggle and not reply because it is pretty funny. But then the ice is now broken. So when you leave, you have a pretty good. Like if you go up and talk to her and ask her for a number, it's not going to be weird.
You already had a good first impression.
You've already like let her know that you think she's attractive. Yeah, that's a good one.
We're gauging this so far too, and I love it.
We're breaking it down too much. Eh? All right, this one's actually a good one. Okay, him. Are you a model? Me. No. Him. Oh, when did you quit? Dude, that's a good one.
You reckon?
I think that's a good one.
I was kind of like, I don't know about it.
I want to try it.
Give it a go. Maybe we'll mic you up, mate.
Oh, imagine
just
that.
go like Aaron at local shopping centre.
Pickup lines.
Fuck. I reckon that one's a bit basic.
It's basic but short. But
it's sort of like when it's
way.
like what's that fall from heaven one?
Oh, it's like what do you say? Did it hurt?
Yeah.
And then they go, what? Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Like it's sort of like that.
That one's cheesy. That's fair enough.
Maybe a little bit better than that. Yeah.
All right. He ordered 2 shots of tequila with lime. Hands one to me saying, "This is my pickup lime."
No. Nah.
Oh man,
that's -2 out of 10. Eh?
Because I work in hospitality, if someone did that.
ballsy butt.
I would just be like, mate, you fucking, you need some new material.
Have you ever? Oh, I suppose you don't deliver drinks. Does everyone ever say like, can you give her a drink or something like that?
I deliver drinks downstairs in like a restaurant area, but no, it's happened at a different place though. And I knew the lady was in a relationship with a guy. It was like, so the lady was like 45 and the guy was like 50.
Yeah.
And he comes up and he'd been coming in for a couple nights, and he would come in and he was always alone. It kind of felt bad, to be honest with you. He'd just come in and get a few beers, dinner, then leave. And I was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But I found out, obviously, over a couple of days, he was working up the courage to ask this girl for a number.
Oh.
But what he did was, he's like, can I buy her a drink, send it to her table, and just say it's from me? And I was like, look, yeah, sure. And I didn't want to do it. I didn't take it out. Oh. I didn't tell him that she had a boyfriend.
You're a dog.
But I didn't. Oh.
You could have broken his little heart. But either way, he's getting heartbroken.
Fuck.
It's hard. It'd be hard when you get to that age too. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, imagine being single at that age.
And just
sure. Maybe I will be now. That
yeah, that's when like over like 45 Tinder's going off.
Yeah, man. Shit. I wonder what it's like on Tinder at that age.
I don't know. Who knows?
Sure, it's pretty.
I don't want to know.
All right. Walks up, holds out a hand. Hi, would you mind holding this for me while I walk in the park?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird if you're not fucking...
Yeah.
Where, like, you need to be near a park at least.
Yeah, nah. That's a big
That's
miss.
another cheesy one.
That's creepy-ishy.
All right. I was at a bar and a guy leaned in the counter facing me and said, my friends want to know if you think I'm hot. I told him to tell his friends that, yes, I do think you're hot. You could tell that he didn't think that far ahead, and he started walking away, but it was funny, so I bought him a drink. So good. This guy, it's never worked for him. And then she goes, yes. And he's like, oh, fuck.
What do I do? That reminded me. That used to be the best when, like, in like high school, primary school, like a group of like chicks would come up to me and say, so-and-so thinks you're hot. Or so-and-so
has a crush on you?
So-and-so, you are like, yes, this is the best day ever.
That's an absolute W.
I wish it was still like that. Like you're 20 and just all these chicks come up to you and be like, so-and-so has a crush on you. I'm like, so do I. You know what?
Just because she has a crush on me, I've got a crush on her now. Okay?
We're on. All this funny business with me, like eye contact with you, like flicking your hair, blah, blah, blah. We're on.
Like who DMs who first? Oh my God, I hate that.
Just friends, come up and do a solid for your other friends, you know? We might start a new trend.
Yeah, fuck. I'm trying to think. What could we... Let's start something.
Yeah, we'll just go up together. We'd use it as a stitch-up, but we would.
We actually, you know why it doesn't work out this age? Is because we just don't take it seriously.
Yeah.
When you're a kid... Did you ever have a girlfriend when you were in primary school? And then... So beforehand, it's like you would talk to them. You had a crush on them. And then you do the whole thing where it's like your friends will go up to her friends and be like, oi... Jake has a crush on her, and then they go find out if she has a crush back on me, and then they fucking go, yes, she does. So then I go ask her out, we're dating, and then we never talk again.
That was the best part about it. It was too scary to go talk to him, Jake.
It was good to say that you had a girlfriend.
I remember I had the exact same situation. I think everybody did.
Can't talk to him.
You cannot talk to him. And then, like, if you did, it was just like a hi or something. It was like,
hey, how are you? I remember in year 6, I think one of my mates had a girlfriend, and he was like the first person out of our whole group to like get a peck.
Yeah,
it was a rain day. All right, it was a rain day, and we were having lunch, and we all had to stay inside for lunch.
Yeah,
and then we all organised it to go out to the bubblers, and no teachers, and they pecked, and everyone lost their minds. It was fucked.
It was the same. Or you might have, in the Hasty at high school, where all the year 7s sit. There was just like occasional, like every couple of months, there'd just be a couple kissing. Oh my God, this is fucking hectic.
Oh man. All right, here's one. You have a bit of cute on your face.
Nah.
You reckon that'd be successful?
That's the fucking... No way.
You have a bit of cute on your face.
No. Imagine saying that to a
chick.
chick.
You go to be like, oh.
Would you say that?
Maybe you could change it up. Look, I probably wouldn't say it because I'm too scared. Yeah. But maybe you could change it up and be like... so you go up and you say, you just got something on your face. Do you want me to get it for you? And she goes, oh, what is it? And you go... And you could try and say it's like a bit of cute, but in a better way. I feel like cute's a hard word to say.
It's a bit of... Yeah. Yeah, nah. Imagine if a random came up and you, hey, you got a bit on your face. I'd think I'd have like Vegemite on my face or something. Yeah, true.
You feel so shit. Or like, I hate it when someone goes, you got something in your teeth.
Yeah. Like, you want me to get that for you? No, I don't want you to get that for me. I feel embarrassed.
The most humbling moment of anyone's life is when someone finally works up the courage to say to a person, oh, you've got a booger hanging out of your nose.
Legit, eh?
That's the worst.
That's so bad.
I hate that. It's happened to me before, and you just think, and you never forget it.
Nah.
I feel like you never forget it. How long has that been there? Why didn't you tell me earlier, you dog?
Yeah, legit.
Fucking hell.
I was at the gym the other day, and we were talking to a couple of people, talked to like people in there and stuff, and a couple of girls. And Thomas told me after that I had my pre-workout stained my whole mouth.
Oh my!
So
no!
I had blue teeth and blue lips, and he goes, "Oh, you know your like blue mouth's blue." And I was like, "No, I don't know my mouth's blue." And my lips were like blue and shit,
bro.
And it went in the bathroom. It was so hard to get out, and I was like, "Fuck."
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
Yeah, I know.
That's so rough. Were they like? Did we know the girls at least?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. All right. So this one is not a girl, but my friend, but saw my friend be incredibly smooth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. While sitting at a bar one night, he was showing me his phone. I think it was a new iPhone 7 at the time, and it was like brand new. And as there was enough new stuff that warranted him showing it off. Okay. Girl next to him asks if it's the new iPhone. He says yes. She asks for his favorite new feature, and he says this while handing her the phone. It was the new contact screen. She just smiled and put her number in.
That's OG.
That's good.
Have you not heard that before?
No.
Oh yeah, you just hand him. I see. I've done. Do you screenshot your contacts thing? And you say, "Do you mind filling out a quick survey for me?"
Oh, that's a good one.
And
I've
then
never heard of that.
Really? I thought that was heaps basic.
Nah. I mean,
that would have been OG back in iPhone 7 days. That one.
Fuck, that would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I do rate that one. People do that out all the time. Like you say, "Oh, hey, yeah, you're going to start a conversation, mate. Do you mind just like filling this in for me?" And you hand your phone. It's the contact screen.
I want to try that.
That's all right.
That has to be successful.
Yeah, and you get a little giggle either way, even though it's a bit basic.
Yeah. Oh man, that surely.
Yeah, I can.
All right. Not a girl, but I saw my friend. But my friend and I went to a bar, and a good-looking girl was kind of popping her head up, looking around for someone next to us. And he said, and my friend goes, "Hi, I'm right here." She went home with him.
I like that.
That's a good one.
I like that.
You see someone looking for someone, you go, "I'm right here. I'm right here." Oh, that'd be fucking hectic.
That's smooth.
That's heaps.
And either way, you'd get a laugh if it's not you. Like if she's not that keen.
That's another icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you get a laugh, turn around for a while.
Yeah.
You're all good. You're all
here.
good. And then it's like, oh, and then finally, maybe when a friend shows up, she's attractive too. So then you guys both get to go talk to him.
So after that, Jake, what are you doing? What are you doing to find the love of your life?
Shit. What am I doing?
You're saying the cute one. That you've got some cute on your face, aren't you?
No, I don't think that'll work. I don't think that'll work.
Even you can use some of the girls' one. Put the parrot on the shoulder. What are you doing, man?
I like the parrot one, but you have to know him.
Yeah.
And it has to be a fuck around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I reckon most successful is going to be probably the one with the phone contact. That has to be.
I really like that one.
Yeah, just like, oh, hey, I'm just... Instead, because it was like, she actually asked, what's his favorite new feature?
Yeah.
How's a way of... How could you go up? Could you just go say, oh, I'm doing a survey for uni.
Yeah.
Do you mind filling this out? And then it's just the phone screen, and then it's the contact screen.
Yeah. Well, I've had a chick the other day when we were in the kebab line put the Uber thing in front of me.
She straight up. Oh, I was there because
fucked.
I'd finished work and I was picking you up, and you were waiting for food, and she was standing there, and she just goes. She just gets her phone, looks up Uber, and she's like, "Here, just put in your address." And it was fuck. So fucked.
That's gonna be. I said no too.
Yeah, Ottie shut her down.
I was like,
that's rough.
I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. That would have felt bad for her. Eh?
Oh,
I think
man. I think she probably doesn't even remember.
She stamped off after that. She was fucking running.
I don't think she remembers that.
But no, I didn't rate that. Good way to kick it off, eh?
Yeah. Hope you guys learned something.
Okay, Jake. The reason we had a little 2-week break, set up the quality, everything like that. But also, I wanted a different starting point from when we first started and now. Because we've improved in talking and all the quality of everything's gotten better.
Yeah, I reckon we're better at it now.
Because the other day, we had the idea and we might do it where we go back and cringe on some of it. It's kind of awkward at the very start because no one's good at something when they first do it. It's just getting time and attention kind of thing. You get better over time.
Exactly.
At talking.
I've had people actually say you guys are way better now.
Yeah, exactly. So season 1, episode 1, which is this one, is where I want people to start from in a way.
Yeah.
Like we've got a little bait. We love every single one of you started beforehand.
Yeah, of course.
But this is a better starting point to better quality content.
Oh yeah. So it's like, here you go. When you guys, if you ever feel like saying, oh, I've been listening to this podcast that I really like, which we would love if you guys did, and then you show a friend, you can show them this episode because it's the first one. This is now the new first one.
Yeah.
So then they can start from here, and then if they feel like it, they can go back and listen to the other ones. But we recommend starting from here.
Yeah. That was pre-season. This is when we're peaking.
Yeah, this is season 1. All right.
So, Jake, I feel like everyone wants to know a bit about you.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit about me as well.
All right.
But in a fun and about way. Tell me about yourself, man. I don't know who you are.
Fuck, okay, if someone didn't know who I was, what are we thinking? Like, how far back are we going?
I can get in a quick and roundabout way. Just a bit about you as a person and like how you are. How did you became to be Jake Craig?
How did I become to be Jake Craig? Okay, in the year...
Fuck, don't make it boring, mate.
I'm thinking it would have been 19... I was conceived in 1999 because I was born in 2000.
Yeah, okay, we're going way back.
All right, so... I just spat. But, okay, look, no. I'm 23.
Yep.
No, I'm not yet.
Fuck, you don't know anything about yourself, mate.
I'm 22, nearly 23. Yeah. Very close, couple days.
Yeah.
But the day after this comes out, I'm 23. I'm old as fuck, okay, everybody? I'm old. How did we get here? Let's go. I was born in Australia super quickly, My parents were divorced when I was about 2 or something. And then my mum's from Canada. And then mum had custody. I went to Canada when I was just, I think, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually grew up in Canada until I was 11, nearly 12. I was like a month off 12. Very cool place to grow up. Got siblings over there, lots of family. So it's cool to go over there and see people and dual citizen and that. And then at nearly 12 years old, came back here with Dad and just been here ever since. Grew up in Central Coast, Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Went to Avoca Primary, got some good friends, went to Kincumber High. That's how Ottie and I met. And then Ottie and I actually weren't really friends in high school. Like we didn't hate each other, but we weren't like close friends. And then outside of school, I left in year 10, did a carpentry apprenticeship, didn't like it, but finished it. And then I started working in hospitality, and then Ottie and I became mates and started a podcast. That was quick as fuck.
Yeah. That's what you do. But I want to know about your personality, man.
Oh, shit.
That's the boring shit no one cares about.
Sorry. My personality. Look, okay, I hate to admit that I'm a bit of a gym junkie because I feel like people are like, he's just into the gym. But I really, really enjoy the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Because for a whole bunch of reasons. It's fucking the best.
Yeah.
And it's good to just get huge.
You're probably going to hear a lot of gym chat on here.
Feel like fucking oath. It's our podcast. We talk about what we want, all right? And then... what else is there? I think I'm like 80% easygoing, and then like the other 20%'s like stop fucking around and being weird.
Yeah,
like,
you got a bit of a temper on you sometimes.
I have like bad patience for something.
Some people are scared of you.
Some people are scared of me.
Yeah, you do have a temper. You crack like that. That's why.
Yeah. It's like I'm chill. It's because I let stuff build up.
Yeah. Oh,
trying to fix that, all right? But look, I think I'm pretty chill. Sometimes I'm not chill, so I'm a pretty all-rounder. I feel like someone else needs to explain me.
Okay. Well, fuck, you want me to do it?
Oh, I don't know if I want you
Jake
to do it. I don't know
is
if I
an
want...
absolute fuckwit.
I don't know if I want you to do it.
No, in a roundabout way, we'll make it quick and easy.
Okay, but it's kind of normal. So it's like, I really enjoy the gym. Really enjoy hanging out with my mates. I think I'm pretty chill. I think there's not too much.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll go with that the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pretty easy going. He'll do anything for you.
Oh, yeah.
And he's good. He's always down for a chat. And I think it's one of those friends you look for where like there's no judgment, and always a good opinion to have behind your shoulder. You know what I mean?
Let's go. I like that. All right, now you tell us about. We'll start with the boring stuff.
I'm not doing the boring stuff, eh? No one needs to know that. I've got the typical. Everyone's got the typical Australian background. You know, high school, blah blah blah. I went to uni for a little bit, hated it.
Yeah, true. We're all like middle class.
Yeah, it's the same shit. But realistically, if you want to know me, I'm the typical used to be try hard athlete. Thought school like sport was the Olympics.
Yeah,
relatively okay. Like I was decent at soccer and running. That's me.
He was fucking pretty good.
But
pretty fucking good.
Now I'm into the gym,
and
main thing about my personality is I like to think I'm trying to figure out life, Jake.
Yeah, true. Ottie actually, he is trying to figure out life, and it's pretty funny to watch because I live with him.
Yeah.
Because it makes me want to figure out life.
It's a tough question, like what's the purpose of life and blah 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 and all this shit. And that's going to be the next segment. But
I reckon, not to interrupt, I feel like Ottie is the type of guy that beats to his own drum. He doesn't give a fuck about what anyone thinks about. Like, it's like he'll do it. Like, like you said about me, he'll do anything for you, but he's like also just like, I don't know. I feel like you don't give a fuck about what people think, and I kind of like I don't care what people think, but I kind of do. Whereas I feel like I kind of wish I had more of I care not care. I
think we're just in that. I'm in that tough stage of being young and trying to figure out the person I want to be and the person I want to be perceived as. I know that's not important, and someone said to me is very wise. The only opinion that matters is yourself. But
who said that?
I'll tell you after.
Oh.
She'll laugh right now.
Okay.
And no, it's just I'm just trying to figure that out, and I'm hoping from this podcast. Me and Jake started this. How long's it been? 8 months ago.
Well, I think it was July
last year, and it's a good way to express yourself, but also hopefully I like benefit some people in a certain way. I like the people talking to you about like, oh, this has made me feel this has made me think that way, blah 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 blah, and I kind of like having an impact in a certain way. Let that be a podcast or whatever, because I don't know, life's the most tricky thing to figure out, and
it is.
Fun thing about this is I'm just talking to my mate and we'll figure it out. We're just going to go from there, and life's too hard to figure out.
Yeah, I think it's just, I'm happy to accept that life's not easy, and yeah, I'm just going to fucking start beating my own drum.
Yeah, and
be like Ottie.
And thanks. And this potty is going to the moon, guys.
Yeah. All right, season 1 of many.
Yeah, season 1 of many.
Season we'll get to.
And we're going to keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
All right, Jake, if this is where some people were starting from, one thing they should know about me is I'm the one who likes to kind of get deep on here.
Yes.
You do as well, but I
like doing it. I feel like I don't come up with that many deep topics, though. I just like being part of it.
I'm just stuck in my feels too much, Jake. I'm stuck in my feels. But the moment I am at in life is up until, I would say, this past 6 months to 12.
Well, you're 22.
I'm 22. Don't have the answers to anything.
No.
But I've always valued figuring yourself out rather than conforming to society's like perception of what you're meant to do.
Yeah.
Going to uni, going and get a trade. I value knowing what I like and what I like about life rather than having this stupid piece of paper that says something like that. Yeah. And recently, I don't have the answer, but this is what I've been thinking. Up until 6 months ago or whatever, I haven't been able to conceptualize what life is actually like. I was conforming to society's like perception of what you're meant to do, like working 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and you're tired after work, not having enough time to work on yourself as a person, your body, your fitness, the things that actually matter. But up until now, I've realized everyone's just conforming to other people's perception of what life is like. Whereas realistically...
Like what it's supposed to be like.
Like what it's supposed to be like. Your mum and dad tell you to go to uni, get a trade, tick all the boxes, pay your tax, blah, blah, blah. And they've been told that from their parents, and they've been told that from their parents. And you think that's right. But realistically, no one has any idea what actually life is meant to be like. There's no answer to it. And right now, I'm trying to figure out what I want my life to look like. Like my thing I've started doing is I'm going to take a day or two off work and focus on things I actually like doing, even though it might not make me money, and tick the boxes of going to pay my taxes, going to save for a house, save for a nice car, blah, 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 blah. I might be behind on the financial stand front, but mentally and physically, if I have an extra day, you got 12 hours in a day, whatever, I'm going to get more out of that than getting a stupid piece of paper and just keep struggling and never knowing the understanding of what my feelings actually mean and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I get you. Like, you'll gain a lot. It's okay. You'll gain a lot more, let's just say, happiness from doing what, like, let's just use your example. You're going to just maybe take a day or an extra day or two off work each week and just basically make enough money to, get by and be okay.
Yep.
Just so you can actually start doing things that you actually want to do, because, like, you don't want to work.
I don't know a single 18 that most of our friends up to like 24 that like their job.
That's a fucking good point. I don't think I've ever met anyone that's like, I genuinely love what I'm doing.
Yeah, and everyone hates fucking uni, but they do it because that's what you're meant to do.
Yeah.
And I sort of had, I wouldn't say a breakdown, but I was stuck thinking the other day, theoretically on pieces of paper, I'm behind, I guess, in life.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to realize that doesn't matter, because life isn't a race, and all those things that society make you think you need and put these stresses on your shoulders and make you feel like shit mean absolutely fucking nothing. And I'm kind of sick of like, there needs to be, I'm too small of a person to change anything, but there needs to be a change in people living for the weekend. People, why don't you live for life?
Yeah,
like live every single day like you want to. Like we have friends who just started new jobs and stuff, and they're so keen for the weekend because their jobs suck. It's fair enough. They come at the end of the week with an extra $500 on what I make. But like on Saturday and on Friday, Saturday night, I don't feel obliged to get pissed because I don't hate my life.
Because you don't feel like you need to use that time wisely.
No.
Like you know, I do feel the same. I mean, I'm trying to think, man. Well, I've always thought, okay, I went through phases. So when I was younger, I thought I would compare myself to what my dad had. And I remember maybe when I first started working out of school, I would think, okay, if I can get to a point in life where I make as much as my dad, because I see what he has and what he's been able to give like the family, I'm super lucky. Then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
You know, like that's what will make me feel comfortable. And then I think when I got maybe a couple years down the track, like I was going to take the same route as him. And then a couple years down the track, I still thought money was everything, but I didn't enjoy the work. And I was like, hey, man, how do I do it in a way where I enjoy it? And then I don't know, there's no real moment, but I'm thinking I was like back end of last year. So this is very recent. This new mindset change for some reason that I've got is like, I think I've said it to you. Every time, it's like everyone has little overthinking moments because you're human. Everyone is human. And I try and think if I'm ever feeling anxious or anything like that, the other day, or it was like end of last year or whatever, I just kind of was like, why? I'm trying to like break down why I felt like that. And there was really no other reason other than the fact that I was stressing about not having enough money. And I was like, hold up. If my biggest problem in the world is that I don't have enough money, then I have a pretty good fucking life. Yeah, because I do have enough to eat and to do this podcast and to like, you know, it's like I do have enough to do things. I just don't have heaps of money, which is fine.
You're always going to be chasing. You're never going to have enough.
Yeah, which is fine. And I was like, fuck, I must be one of the happiest people alive.
That's my
because I
problem.
literally have one problem, which is like, and then ever since then, I kind of just have been chill.
Yeah, it's good that you can like step back and see that. I have those same thoughts all the time the other day as well. Like money, just like I have enough money to pay my rent, pay my food.
Yeah.
Like, I have enough money if I want to go out to the pub and get a beer and schnitzel.
Yeah.
Like I've got enough money to do that, but I don't have enough money to buy a house. I'm like, I'm not doing good enough.
Yeah. It's weird, eh?
And I'm trying to not get, you always get caught up because we have some of our friends who just put a deposit on a house. Some of our friends just finished uni and they're on great pay now.
Yeah.
And like I'm comparing myself to them when no one's life is in the same position, and you shouldn't do that. Even though if I've had a little, not breakdown, I won't say that, but I felt like I was feeling like I was behind on people. But like realistically, my life is on a different journey, and I'm trying to figure out like what actually makes me happy. Like I'm going to do this podcast. I'm going to go to the gym and figure something out with how to make that worthwhile, make my life the gym and make money out of it. Because what this is saying, like that you don't work a day in your life if you're happy doing what you do. Whatever.
What I just think would be the sickest thing was I was listening to a thing with Andrew Huberman the other day, and when he was younger, he asked his dad why he does what he does, because his dad was also a scientist, and he said his dad said to him when he was like 6 years old, he was like, you know that feeling the day before your birthday? Everyone knows that feeling. Maybe it's not as strong as it used to be. I feel like it's not for me. Like the day before Christmas and stuff, it's like still exciting, but
when you're a kid,
it is the sickest feeling. And his dad goes, I feel like that almost every day. And I really would love to feel like that.
That was his job. That's what he felt like.
He loved his job so much that he would have done it if he didn't get paid or anything. Like that's what you want. You want to be able to go to work and think, how am I, like, this is crazy that I'm just getting paid to do what I love.
I know. And that's what I mean. Like you don't want to, I feel like it's good to have that thing behind you. And I'm definitely eventually going to have something behind me as a fallback. And in no way are you behind if you have an apprenticeship or fucking anything like that. That's really good. But, if you can figure, I just trying to value so much more fun doing something. We don't make a single cent from this.
No.
And I enjoy it thoroughly.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
And if you can figure out a way, try things and then eventually you might make money from it. Whereas you go to a job each day and it drains your personality. It drains your actual drive to do something and find something that you actually enjoy.
Yeah.
And I think hopefully from the next couple of years, I might feel behind, but I might make some money from something I actually enjoy.
Yeah. I was talking to my parents, so I got fucking ambushed at like this Christmas lunch over Christmas by my stepmom's dad, who, I mean, like, she like basically raised me, like, and so he's been around for ages. So he really, like, he had every right to worry, basically, is what I'm saying.
He cares about you.
He cares about me, but he's old, okay?
Yeah.
And everyone knows what older people are like, and he just straight up goes. So it was me, my dad, him, and then my step auntie's husband, so my step uncle, I don't know. Sorry, I just need to talk dynamics. But so like basically just there was family, and he straight up starts the conversation with, what did he say? He said, "So Jake, when are you going to actually buy something that's worth something?" And he's like, "When are you going to do something with your life that's worth something?" And I was super taken back by it.
Yeah.
I was like, "What?" I said, "What do you?" I was like, "Hey man, I'm kind of chilling."
Hey man.
And my dad was sitting there, and he was just like listening. And then the conversation probably went on for about 10 minutes of me. I ended up, so he said a couple things that like semi cut deep for a second, and then I just was like, oh, he's just old, like this is just him, showing that he cares. So like I kind of brushed it off, and then eventually I just started taking the piss out of him. And so he was getting kind of mad at me because I was talking about stuff I was doing, and she was trying to imply that I was living off my dad, which I kind of don't. Like, obviously I'm trying to think, like, I pay my own rent. Like, I don't really get any money from my dad. I do some work for him every now and then, and which is just like a bit of extra cash.
Yeah.
But I have said to him at the start of this year, which is only a couple of weeks ago, like, hey man, I'm happy to like just go get another job just so I don't feel like I'm living off you. And he was like, oh no, like I got heaps of stuff I want you to do. Like, don't stress. But so he was basically trying to imply I would live off my dad. And so I was just taking the piss out of him. I was talking about how we were going away for New Year's, and I was like, "Oh, your dad got us the sickest Airbnb. It was so good. It was like $5,000. I was so happy he paid for it." And I was taking the piss out of him, and then he just started going, "Oh wow." And then the next day, I went back to like a different family lunch, and my dad was, I think, my dad had told my mum, like my stepmom, and she was fucking pissed that her dad was like doing that to me. And next day she was talking about it, and she was like, when he talks to you like that, just walk away. Like, don't even, like, mid conversation you can walk away if you want. Like, he has no idea. It's so, and I was like, yeah, fair enough.
It's funny, but that, even though he's old, it's kind of like that's representative of a lot of people's parents.
Yeah.
And like, we're lucky enough to have open parents to think like this is cool and whatnot, and like it's cool what we're doing, and we have time. There's no rush. Life isn't a rush to get through things.
Yeah. What I felt like saying to him was, I didn't really think of it in the moment, but like, I doubt he'll say it. I think like he won't do it again. I think Kate probably said something to him. But what I really felt like saying was, I kind of wanted to be like, hey, like, are you happy?
I was just about to say that.
I really wanted to be like, so like, are you genuinely happy? And if he said yes, I would have been like, oh, okay, well, I'm happy.
Yeah.
So why is my situation affecting you? Like, why do you have to, like, I was just going to be like, obviously you're kind of bored.
Yeah.
Because you're going at me for not having shit. Like, he's talking about how he had his first house by the time he was 23. He was married. He had kids. And I was like, why are you... Comparing. Our situations are different. I don't have kids. And he goes, oh, well, I know what life's like. You're going to have them. And I'm like, yeah, but if I don't want them, I'm not going to have them. And I'm not going to have them unless I can support them. So why would I have them right now?
Exactly.
And I was like, I was saying that to him, and he was like, yada, yada, yada. But then I just kind of felt like being like, dude, you must be bored as fuck.
It's hard arguing with an old person.
Yeah, exactly. It's like arguing with stubborn.
Yeah.
It's like arguing with Jack.
Yeah. I was thinking to say, like, ask me if I'm happy.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, I'm happy. And like, grandpa, whatever you are, just like, we're on our own journey, brah.
Be happy that I'm happy.
Yeah, exactly. You know? But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully from this, I don't know. Hopefully I'm going to figure out 75 Hard's going to give me some accomplishment as well.
Yeah, we'll get you on that.
Yeah, we'll get me on that. And hopefully some people are going to hold me accountable now too.
Yeah.
Might make a couple of vids out of it.
Definitely, yeah, for sure. Wait, document it.
Yeah.
That'd be sick. Just literally every single day, and just start posting them on Instagram or TikTok.
I was planning to do that.
Oh yeah, it's a great idea. I reckon that's a heaps good idea.
And but I'm hoping this conversation of like not knowing what life is like and just going through the motions because that we're told is a relatable thing.
I feel like it is.
Yeah, and I want there to be a shift in like, I don't know anyone who's, I don't want to say I don't know anyone. I don't know many people with cool jobs. Everyone's got the standard basic trade or like teacher, blah, blah. Like, I don't know if when I say to someone, what do you do? No one says something like, oh shit, what the fuck? That's hectic.
I want to be able to say, oh, I'm a podcaster.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I know it doesn't matter if you're happy doing your trade, if you're happy doing your degree, it's fine.
If anyone listening is genuinely happy doing that,
Yeah.
we're not judging.
Yeah, that's just I don't find enjoyment in those things.
But if that person's happy doing that, that's sick. But you know who did recently just get the sickest job?
Yeah.
Is Jai Bloomfield.
Doing what?
He's going so he's going into the army, but it's like he's going to be the guy that gets to sit in the back of the fighter jets and take photos of the other fighter jets.
Oh,
that's gonna be. He literally gets paid.
That's
he
cool.
was like telling me.
There you go.
He was telling me income and shit. So he had to wait like it was like a 6-month waiting list. He said it's so hard to get into, and he said he doesn't know how he got in. He's like so lucky, but he's a good photographer.
Yeah.
But so yeah, basically, I think middle of this year or some point in this year, he goes and he does 6 months somewhere. He has to do all the normal army training.
Yeah.
But then he just gets to go sit in the back of fighter jets and take sick photos.
That's cool.
And he gets like a proper good living out of it. And I was like, fuck, man, that's sick.
That is cool. There you go.
Yeah. So that's one. When you said that, I was thinking, oh, there's one person I know.
Yeah. And it's just being content with like what you're doing. And I think maybe if I want to analyze myself, I'm too hard on myself and like try and look for like a better situation and stuff.
Sorry guys, I'm getting a fly.
There's a fly flying around us. But
by the way, we're in our garage.
Hey, don't say that. Don't say that if they've made it this far.
Oh yeah, true.
Hopefully it doesn't look like that.
No, it doesn't. We look good. I can see.
We look good, but I'll leave it on that. And that's my thinking process at the moment. Anyway, I'm hoping it's a relatable situation.
Yeah. I feel like it is. If anyone thinks it's relatable, fucking hit us up and let us know if you have any tips on, I don't know.
Help me out.
Trying to get careers going. And even if you have questions about us, maybe DM us and if we get a whole bunch, we can answer them on the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, because I feel like we're not very good at talking about ourselves. Like we tried to explain what we're like, but...
Yeah, well, that was probably the worst bit about the body.
Yeah, that was probably the worst part of the podcast.
But are we going in the facts after or not?
I'm feeling like, because we were doing so in the preseason episodes, I did advice, you did facts.
We're doing
I want to do quotes.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to start doing quotes. And so I've got one for today, but what I want to start getting them from is the books that I read.
That's a good idea.
So, but I've got a quote for today if we want to do it.
We're still figuring out the new flow, getting comfortable with the new setup.
Yeah.
However,
feeling very profesh.
We're figuring it out together. But today, Jake has just one quote, sorry.
One quote.
That's going to change my life.
Yes, this is going to change Ottie's life. So quote of the week is, I was on my Instagram stories, just looking at people I follow, whatever, watching my stories, and a girl had posted a part of a book. So I don't know the book and I don't know who wrote it. So this isn't my quote. This is someone else's. If you've read this book and you know whose it is, you can tell us who and we'll tag them. I don't know. Fuck it. But so it was, you can't have peace if you're overthinking other people's choices. If they cared, they'd be careful.
Fuck. That's pretty good, eh?
And I was like, shit, that goes deep.
I wish you knew where I was from.
Same. I could maybe message her. I'm trying to think if I can remember who it was.
Yeah. But no, that's a good way to finish. I really think that's pretty relevant.
Let that sink in, people. All right?
Yeah, let that sink in. But that's the first episode of season 1.
Yes.
Go fucking Instagram, TikTok, fucking YouTube.
Hit that shit up.
Look at the new setup. Do all that good stuff. And we appreciate every single one of you.
And join the gang. You join the Rugrats gang.
Oh, you said it.
Yes.
I've got to edit that in, but fucking we're doing it, eh? Join the Rugrats.
Yeah. Yeah, enjoy.
See you later.